What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What is hello? Hello. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live now on Podbean. What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I am on Facebook. I am on Twitter Live. I'm on Big Time Show YouTube channel. I am on the Spotlight Sports Network YouTube channel right now. I am on Twitch. I'm everywhere right now. What's going on? We live in the building as we get ready now for later this evening. You ought to be fired up. That's all I'm gonna say. You ought to start feeling a little it's either one or two things. You're either feeling edgy or you're a little fired up right now. Now, last week, I wasn't too happy because all the reports were saying we were horrible last week in practice. We were horrible against the Broncos in practice. We were getting whipped. The offensive line was getting whipped. Dak Prescott was sharp. The offense, CD looked like he was smooth with it. The defense, of course, was doing what we all expect them to do, and they were doing it. This week, however, I'm a little charged up. And the reason why I'm charged up is simply because now I don't know what y'all heard, but this is what I heard. I heard we whooped the Chargers in practice this week. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, it's just practice. Hey, look, right now, with this cloud of skepticism that is over the Dallas Cowboys, I'm already taking any victory that I can get. Practice, one-on-one drills, whatever. I'm here to take it. I'm a little excited about tonight. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I need to see it in the chat. I ain't looked at the chat yet. I haven't looked at the chat on Podbean and of course everywhere else. I'm coming to your comments in just a second. I'm just trying to tell y'all guys. I'm excited. I'm excited tonight because it's some jobs on the line. There are some individuals that are fighting for jobs. There are some things that are going on, and I'm sharing right now. That's the reason why I'm looking down. And to those groups that I may have sent it to, baby, you popping in because I'm just pressing buttons. I apologize if I sent it to any groups that don't like sports. I'm in some church groups and all that kind of stuff, and if I sent it there, they charge it to my head, not to my heart, please. Uh, I made a mistake and pushed some buttons there. I know I did. So I apologize to those that are getting this. I'm excited because it's a couple of names that I need to see tonight that will help me become even more solid, at least with thinking that these guys deserve some more attention. I believe some of them deserve it, but I believe a certain word called politics is going to get involved uh, when it comes to certain names. And I'll get into that in just a second. Um, it's not like I told you guys weeks and weeks ago. When you really break things down, there aren't a lot of spots that really are open. When you look at the offense and the defense, and you look at some of our second stringers, and then you go to our special teams, there really isn't a lot of spots that are open. It's not. It's really not. And there are just a few jobs that are available. Depth chart is available. Depth chart is available, but I don't see you know, what's going on. Let me come to some of these comments and then we'll start talking about what I'm thinking. And see if you guys agree or disagree. I don't mind. Let me see who on here. What's up, John? I see you. Miss Ty, I see you. Damani, what's up? Oh man, I got Pastor Bartlett here. What's up, man? What's going on? And see, Pastor, I already know you're a Cowboy fan. We've been on this road a long time, so I appreciate you. Hey, Marlon, one of my best friends on here. Um, I want to. I got to start it off like this. One of the things that been consistent, you guys, with the Dallas Cowboys so far as our real problem, and so far our real problem is our offensive line starting off. That has been consistent, so we're right back in it. What I have heard is that Josh Ball is not the guy. That's what I'm hearing. He's good at run blocking, but pass blocking, he is horrible. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing it from some of my podcast brothers. I keep hearing it on 105.3 The Fan that he has a problem. Now, that needs to be really addressed. The reason why is because he's probably going to be, or at least it seems like they want him to be, our swing tackle. Well, if you can't block, and we talking about passing, which y'all know me by now. For those who don't know me, look, I don't believe that in Kellen Moore at all. I don't really believe that he's gonna run the ball like everybody thinking he is. He's pass happy. He's a pass happy offensive coordinator. And I really do believe that at some point, Dak Prescott is going to be in the shotgun more than he is under the center. That's my belief. That's what I've seen from Kellen Moore over the last few years. I hope that I am wrong, but Kellen Moore just going to have to show me because I don't believe it. I believe it when I see it. A lot of you guys think Ezekiel Elliott going to get the ball 20 plus times. My only question to you is, when have you ever seen it? I mean, for real. When has he ever got it? A lot of you talking about Tony Pollard. When is he giving the Tony Pollard the ball? I'm just saying. So I'll believe it when I see it. Okay. So in that case, if it's going like what I'm thinking it's gonna be, then Josh Ball, if that's cause look, Tyron Smith, y'all already know if you're banking on him to make it the whole year. I mean, he already hurt. What's up, Joe? I see you. Y'all already know how how injury prone he is. Y'all already know it. Y'all have already seen it. So he's already been there. He's already got a reported injury, in training camp. We already know that. That's why Ball has been getting a lot of work. And it's a good thing that he is getting work because we can see now, or at least they can see what's good and what's not. So that is a problem. A lot of you guys want to see Tyler Smith and see if he can. Some of y'all just want to see him so y'all can see how many penalties he's gonna have. Because that's been the big talk, of course, this week as well. Let the young guy play. He just figuring it out. Some of the things that he can get away with in college, he cannot get away with it in the NFL. If you want to find out about him, let him go ahead and make the mistakes in preseason, so they can go ahead and coach him up. The strength is there. That we ain't worried about that. The strength is there. He knocks people off the ball. It's just really all about with him, just his hand placement. That can be coached. We got a little ways to go before Tampa come to town, and then let him figure it out. It's just that simple. The sky has not fallen in, ladies and gentlemen. It has not fallen in. Let that man learn the nuances, I guess you could say, of left guard, and we're gonna be okay. Tyler Biotish, well, yeah, no. We just gotta pray. We just got to pray. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not worried about the right side of our offensive unit, line unit at all. I trust Zach Martin and I trust Terrence Steele. It's just that from the center on down to the left, there are a few question marks. So Josh Ball, who they obviously want him to play, they obviously want him to get in there. But if you're not producing, you shouldn't be in there. You're going to get my quarterback killed. That's what I'm saying. And let's be fair, okay? Here's the part, and I don't want to make an excuse for Ball, because what I'm getting ready to say, it's going to be the same thing every week. What I was getting ready to say was, I mean, look who he has gone against in practice and in the joint practices so far. All right, just from the Cowboys standpoint, he's went up against DeMarcus Lawrence and Parsons, Michael Parsons. He's not gonna beat them. Y'all know that. Come on now. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, come on. This is what's been said. Okay, let's go to Denver. He's went against my guy Chubb. Okay, that's who was beating him up. Hey, Wendy. How was the last game? She said missed it. We didn't look good, and we didn't look good in the joint practice win against Denver, and we lost 17-7 against Denver in the preseason game. Uh, but our guys didn't play at all, Wendy. I guess that's to be fair. Our guys did not play. Nobody played, offensively and defensively. It was straight up second and third stringers the whole game. So, if you don't have the horses, there's no sense of talking about you in the race. You know what I'm saying? Dak didn't play, Ezekiel didn't play, CD didn't play. I mean, our first team did not play. So I don't think we can hang our hat. John says, honestly, I think they need to cut Ball now and move on and go get someone else for our swing tackle. Josh Ball isn't the answer. I'm just saying. The only thing with that, John, is that by this time during the preseason, look, if you really are a guy, you're on the team right now. So if they talking about getting a tackle, my only pushback to what you're saying is who, because that these type of guys aren't out there. They're not. So I don't know. Marlon says, yeah, they could probably. I was just about to come to him. Isaac or Larkin should start at left tackle tonight. He says he looked good versus Denver third team. Want to see him have a larger role. He did have a solid game. I'm quite sure he'll get in there tonight and see what's going on. Michael Breed love. Hey, coach. He said, just checking to see if you are still getting my subscription. Coach Bree Love, because I don't quite know exactly what you're talking about. Personally inbox me. And hey, what's up, Ahmad? I say you inbox me personally, Mike. Then folks want to know what you're talking about. I don't know. Inbox me and we'll see. I don't know if I think I know what you're talking about. I just want to be sure. Just personally inbox me if you don't mind, Coach. Ahmad Moncrief, what's up? As Marlon said here, Isaac Alacron. I hope I'm Alacron Khan. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He definitely looked pretty good. Okay, and I believe he is going to get some time tonight. He should, along with some others that I'm usually about to think of. Yeah, I get it. Whoever this Facebook user is here, I don't know who you are, but you said penalties and Cowboys. Yeah, I think everybody, the whole world, because that was a big topic during the week. The whole world going to be talking about the Cowboys and penalties tonight. So hopefully we chop some of that stuff down. Now they should. What's up? My You're from Mississippi. I'm here in Memphis, man. So hey, what part of Mississippi are you from, Ahmad? Just for clarification, let me know. Um, we should knock down the penalties because if you remember, out of those 17 penalties, 9 of those penalties were pre-snap. There is no excuse for that. None. That should come down automatically. 9 were pre-snap penalties. 9 out of 17. That's over half. That shouldn't happen tonight. If it does happen tonight, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, look, enough is enough. Where's the progression? What happened in during this week? What kind of fear was put into these guys for calling these dumb penalties? Hey, I see. Hey, Lee. Hey, Miss Smith. What has been done? All right. So we have a few things that the offensive line have got to take care of. They were the cause of a lot of those penalties as well. So we got to hurry up to go and get that stuff squared away real quick. That need to be done tonight. Hey, Mom says he's from Bay Springs, Mississippi, close to Hattiesburg, Laurel, and Meridian. Okay. Well, we right here in Memphis. It's Dion. Oh man. Yeah, what's up, Newt? I see you. Why you ain't got your real name there then, Dion? Newt, what's going on? It says Facebook user on what I'm looking at. Is it you done changed your page or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. Um, let me go now to something else. That's my little introduction. I'm excited tonight because um we got some guys that are really playing some pretty good football. I think the name that everybody kind of has latched on to is Dion Bland, the cornerback, who has seemed to stay in a lot of conversations lately, and he is playing tremendous ball. I believe he was our 5th round draft pick, um, and he has really stepped up big, even to the point now where I was incredibly disturbed. I'm sorry, y'all, and I think this is where a lot of us are going to kind of split up in our thoughts. Y'all hear me out? Put it in the chat box real quick, and let's kind of hash this out. It has gotten to the point now that the Cowboys have obviously are trying to prepare us because the name that they're talking about cutting is boss man fat Kelvin Joseph, our 2nd round pick. It is leaked out. You know, it's not the media that did it. You know what I'm saying? Well, they're going Marlin. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. He said Bland looks good, especially in practice. Bland has made Joseph expendable. And see, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not, and this doesn't have anything to do with Bland. It's just that, see, I think it's when let me see, John, I see you. John said, Bishop, what about Collins at swing tackle? He really did good in the Denver game. Collins played incredibly well. Big number 76 for y'all that don't know. He was knocking people silly. Uh, I don't mind him there. I don't know if they um are thinking that way, but I think he could do it. He got quick feet. I'll say that. Um, I don't know if he can handle some of these guys coming off the edge. I mean, come on now. If they play their team tonight, the Chargers, you're going to see, which I doubt. I doubt it. But let me just say it. You got Khalil Mack on one end, then you got Bosa on the other end. I mean, come on now. Pro Bowl tackles have problems with that. That's what I was saying about Ball. You know, he sees Parson and Lawrence, D. Law in practice. Then he saw Chubb. Then this week, I don't know if they had Mac practice this week. He saw Khalil Mack. I don't know if Bosa is practicing. I don't know about that, but I'm saying, good Lord. I mean, I ain't trying to make excuses. I guess I am slightly, but come on now. That's a tall order for real. And so Ball is getting beat by Pro Bowl players, obviously. And that's what he would see quite naturally in weeks 1 through 17. So if you can't block these guys now, then common sense ought to tell you that's going to be kind of hard for him to block him, during the week. So you can't trust that. But I just wanted to say, like, who will win against all this competition now? Come on now. Like, we got to be fair. All right. So Bland, let me go back to Bland and Marlon's comment, because this is a key comment that is really going. I have a problem with this. Not with Marlon's comment. I have a problem with the Cowboys leaking it out already. It came from them. Oh, no doubt about that. They didn't tell Bleacher Report guys and all that kind of stuff. They leaked it out because they are kind of, I believe they have fell in love with Bland. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If the kid is playing well, I'm all for it. But see, one thing that the Dallas Cowboys do not do, and this is where you may not agree with me. They hold stuff and then wait till the person leave, then they want to talk about it. You see, politics and grudge holding is in the DNA of the Dallas Cowboys. Amari Cooper was the latest example. Jerry Jones waits until opening training camp to say what he really wanted to say for a whole year. Y'all remember what he said? There's no I in team. There's no I in team. There's no individuality. This is a team. What was he talking about? Him not getting the COVID shot. And because he missed games, which I'm not saying Jerry was wrong. I'm just saying, don't tell me $20 million is the reason why you let him go. It may be part of the reason, but that's not the whole reason. You told us the real reason. The reason was because you got ticked off that Amari Cooper did not get the COVID shots that would have allowed him to play, and you held that grudge. Now let's fast forward to now. If you really believe that the Jones family is happy about the offseason of Kelvin Joseph, you're crazy. Why else would they start leaking this stuff out? Because they're trying to prepare the fan base to say our second round pick from last year is not going to be on this team. Not that he's not talented, not that he can't play. I believe he can play. I believe he can. I've seen him. I know he can play. He's better than Nashawn Wright. I'll say that. You see what I'm saying? An argument could be made about Anthony Brown. Personally, I don't think that he's better than Anthony Brown, at least right now. I believe that part. Anthony Brown has had an outstanding camp. So he just not letting go of his job. They're expecting boss man to take over, but Anthony Brown is saying, no, sir. I'm not going nowhere. Y'all got me messed up. That's what Brown is saying. And Jay Lou, who obviously is going to be our nickel corner. That's 3. That spot is pretty much locked up. So Kelvin, the plan obviously when they drafted him was for him to be the second cornerback. He got injured, of course, and he had the incident. And I really believe, this is me, you may not believe it, but this is what I'm believing. I'm believing that politics are involved here. Because there's nowhere in the world you can't tell me Kevin Joseph is not good. I understand Bland is playing well, but who was the kid last year Who's the cornerback that was playing so good at cornerback? He didn't even get on the field, man. See what I'm saying? He didn't even get on the field. Who was the kid last year? Y'all remember him? Oh goodness, I think it was number 23. I forgot, but he was clowning all the whole off season train, OTAs, training camp. He was in picking balls off. We weren't even talking about Diggs yet. This kid was dominating. I mean, he couldn't. Every time the ball went up, he was somewhere around it. Y'all, I wish I could think of this kid name, but he's not even on the team now. And I'm just saying that because of Bland, like, okay, Kelvin can play. Boss man can play. He can. And I just don't think that it have anything to do with his skill set. Shane says COVID was just an excuse to let Amari go. The truth of the matter is he was going to be gone anyway because they drafted CD Lamb to be number one receiver. That is very well could be a great point. Not even gonna come against that. That was true. He eventually was gonna take over number one. It just came a year early. I believe that COVID lack of taking the shots kind of, spared that along the way. I really believe that. I think we got a problem here. You letting your feelings go a little bit too much. See, and as far as Amari goes, Shane, you know, I got something else to say about that. How many years did Dak sign for? I think Dak signed for, was it 4 years, if I'm not mistaken? Whatever, 4 or 5 years, whatever the case may be. See, and I'm coming back to the game tonight, but it's not feeling right to me on offense. I ain't talking about the play. I'm not talking about killing more. I'm not talking about Zeke Elliott running the ball 30 times and Pollard getting the 10. I'm just saying when you got a quarterback that gets paid the type of money that Dak is getting paid, you're gonna get the glory, and then you're gonna get the ridicule as well. But my question is, if you ain't got nothing for him, if you don't have the right people around him, how you gonna blame him? But that's what's gonna happen, right? Oh, can y'all imagine ESPN? Can y'all imagine Stephen A. Smith and Shannon and all these and Coward? Can y'all see what Dak is getting ready to go through if he don't quote unquote step up this year? If he can't, they're gonna be saying he can't carry a team. Y'all already know. Yeah, I'm just trying to prepare y'all. Whether he got receivers or not, they're gonna say, well, he got CD Lamb, he got Dalton Schultz. He should be able to carry this team. That's what they're gonna be saying. And when it comes to contract time next time, because Dak can get another one, they're gonna shortchange him. I believe that. I believe it. That you see, and a lot of you, and I gotta watch myself. Cause see, I already know what Dak is. I see, just like I say, I know what Kellen Moore is. I know what Dak Prescott is. I done seen him long enough. He's a kid that has progressed every single year. Solid numbers, no doubt about that. Is capable of winning games, no doubt about that. But the way that the media is pointing him out and the way that Jerry is setting this thing up is like, hey, this guy can win us a Super Bowl. Yeah, you gotta have a team though around him though, man. You can't take away number one receivers and then all of a sudden thinking that Houston and Tolbert are gonna be the guys. And I'm not saying that they're not. I don't know yet. I ain't seen it. But come on now. Let me go back to the game because this is another whole subject in itself. Uh Coach says Coach Bree Love says, "Why do so many think our offense can't be explosive as last season? We have just as many weapons as any other premier team." I think, Coach, that remains to be seen. I don't know about Tolbert yet. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I don't know about. I'm hearing about Houston a whole lot, but I haven't seen it yet. I can't give them that type credit. And then our offensive line is questionable. And so because I think that's the real, well, at least let me stop saying everybody else. That's me. I'm not saying we can't be. I'm not saying we can be. I have to see it first. And look like we ain't gonna get to see that until week 1 against Todd Bowles, a great defensive coordinator. That's when we finally gonna be able to start putting some concrete on this thing. But we ain't gonna find that out right now because the guy's not gonna play. So I don't know. And then of course, coaches, you already know. I can't give credit long as I know that Kellen Moore's back there making all the calls, and I can't. Mm-mm. No sir. Now that part I can stand on right now. I can't give Kellen Moore the credit because I already know it is what we should do. He's never done it. Everybody know we supposed to run the ball. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. And I can't do it. So um uh Dak Shane says Dak Prescott has got this year and next year to get the job done. This is the second year of the contract. We be looking for our next quarterback in the next 2 years, in my opinion. Shouldn't be that way. But this is the comment that I'm talking about. And then you have to be right. Cause see this, I mean, with Dak Prescott is simple, y'all. With Dak Prescott is simple. You see, this comment right here by Shane, which is a great comment. I love this. But look what he says again, y'all. Y'all read that. And don't let's not get emotional. Let's think real quick. I'm serious because now I'm ready to talk about the game and all that kind of stuff. But see, I'm starting to see some stuff that is almost like a setup. I'm serious. I'm serious. And this thing about saying we want to win. No, you can't tell me you want to win when you take away stuff. You just and don't replace it with equal value. You just can't tell me you want to win when you're not making the moves to win. See what I'm saying? Let's look at this comment again. Now, as great as Dak as everybody think he is, look what they're saying. And let's be honest. Look what they've taken away so he can take the blame. We've already seen this, y'all. Do y'all remember before we got Cooper when it wasn't no receivers? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how the offense couldn't, they packed down in the middle because you couldn't go long. I mean, come on now. Look what he says. Dak Prescott has got this year and next year to get the job done. This is his second year of the contract. Shane said we will be looking for our next quarterback in the next 2 years, in my opinion. Now watch this. It makes sense. Y'all know why? Because let's go to another fact. Stephen Jones is cheap. Yeah. And as Coach Breedlove has brilliantly said, bam, because of different standards. That's another whole show by itself. See, they'll be unfair to Dak because they'll say, well, this quarterback that's coming in week 1, old Tom Brady, he made a living by not having wide receivers. And he carried a team. No, he didn't. He was a big part of it, no doubt about it. But please let's not forget who his coach was and the defenses that he had and Coach Belichick and the defense that he had and the strong running game and a great offensive coordinator in Josh McDaniels who knew what to do, who knew how to scheme, who knew how to put the players in the best position to make plays and win. Let's not just all throw it on Brady. No, he knew what to do with Amendola. He knew what to do with Wes Welker. And then when he got the brilliant Randy Moss, okay, that was all bets off. He made the tight end. Gronk was an all-time great, arguably the greatest tight end ever to play. Come on now. It was Josh McDaniels. And look, please, I know Aaron Hernandez. Y'all ain't talking about his jail stuff. This did when he had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Nobody didn't know who the wide receivers were for the Patriots. They made the tight ends the dogs. They won world championships because of that. All because you had a great offensive coordinator. You had a great head coach who knows how to run a defense, and they won. We don't have that here. We don't have that here. We don't. So what they're gonna do is this year is that Dak is gonna get plenty of blame because this is what you're gonna hear. Hey, they paid him $40 million. They paid him 40. Hey, they paid him like he was the guy. Well, he ought to be the guy. He ought to be capable of carrying the team. He ought to be ready to. He ought to be ready. This is what you're gonna hear. And it's not fair because he's not Tom Brady. He didn't have what Tom Brady had. And some of you gonna say, the guys we have are more talented. Maybe so, but if you ain't got the right coordinator to know how to drive the car, then your talent level don't mean nothing. See, everything go back to Kellen Moore. Everything. He had Cooper, Lamb, Cedric Wilson, Gallup, Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard, and we were still trying to figure out why some of these guys ain't getting the ball. Because he don't know how to drive the car. Josh McDaniel know how to drive the car. He know how to drive it. See what I'm saying? So this is what you're getting ready to hear. If Dak started getting sacked a lot of times, they're going to say, well, Dak needs to run. No, the guys need to find a way to block. See what I'm saying? This is what we're getting ready to hear, y'all. I'm telling y'all. And it's going to be totally unfair. It really is. Dak is a great ball player. Huh? Yeah, I'm just telling. Now y'all don't have to agree with me. I'm just seeing this stuff down. I'm seeing what's going on. You know you have a problem with your offensive line. What have you done other than drafting Tyler Smith? What have you done? If you saying Connor McGovern ain't that guy, why is he still here? We got this Connor Williams syndrome going again, where we just get trying to make $1 out of 15 cents right now. You knew Connor Williams wasn't worth a dime for 3-4 years. You kept him there, knowing he was getting his butt kicked. You kept him right there, and kept letting him get his butt kicked. Chad, I don't talk about what's up? What's up? I don't talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. You see this team that's behind me. I don't talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I could care less about Kenny Pickett. I could care less about Mitch Trubisky. That you want your Steelers. I know your team. I like Najee Harris and I love Coach Tomlin. That's my Pittsburgh Steeler moment of my show. I could care less. we don't talk. This is the Cowboy kind of podcast. We don't like the Steelers. You know that. That's why you came on here. You know we don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers and the 49ers. Y'all know that. So look, we ain't gonna go that route. Now, why didn't we get anybody? If you seeing Josh Ball getting his brains kicked in for the whole training camp, been in training camp all this time, I'm still hearing the same consistent story. Josh Ball is getting his brains beat in. That's all I'm hearing. What y'all gonna do? I mean, what I mean, what? What, we gonna hold a spot for him? I mean, what? We holding a spot for him so he can make the practice squad? Or can we just go on tell Will McClay or whoever? Can we start scanning the NFL world for these guys that are about to be cut? Can we start looking at possible free agents so we can get somebody solid in here? I got a $40 million quarterback back there. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Shane. See, we changing this thing to the Dak show now. I really didn't want to go there, but uh no, Chad. Antonio Brown, not even worth discussing. Jerry already shut that down. We don't want Antonio Brown. Nobody wants Antonio Brown because you know what's gonna happen. We want the talent of Antonio Brown, yes, but Antonio Brown just comes with way more than just talent. He comes with a boatload of problems, and if the problems aren't there, stay tuned. In about 3 or 4 weeks, he gonna explode. So you already know that. I tell you what, Chad, why don't y'all take him? You're a Steeler fan. That's his home. Y'all take him back. uh, Look at this comment by Shane. Y'all see that? Podbean, and for those on Podbean, this is what the comment it says. It says another thing. Stephen Jones didn't want to pay Dak the contract anyway. That is true. Steven is not sold on Dak being the quarterback for the Cowboys. Now let's go back because all of y'all are Cowboy fans just about. Let's go back and let's just listen to some of the conversation from Steven and Jerry when it comes to Dak Prescott. All the credit primarily for them, all the praise, all the glory that they give Dak Prescott primarily is about stuff that's outside the field. What do they say? He's a great leader. Ain't got nothing to do with on the field. He's a world class guy. That ain't got nothing to do with the field. You know what else did he say about him? He's a great in the community. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with on the field. But you rarely hear him say something about his field play. Not really. They started changing the language after they paid him because they really ain't because they know they stuck with him. They started changing then, but before then, all you pretty much heard, he's a great leader. He's a great leader. He rallies the troops. But you hear nothing about it on the field now. Match that up with what they said about Tony Romo. Jerry Jones said immediately, I believe Tony Romo can lead us to a Super Bowl. Now he said that after that after he paid him, but what else was he supposed to say? What else was he supposed to say? I don't believe it either, Shane. I stand with you on that. I stand with you on that. I don't believe it. And I believe they're setting them up. Yeah, Anthony Barr's got big help for us, Chad. I'm having a hard time trying to find how it's gonna be because I know what ESPN gonna say, I know what Fox gonna say, I know what all these people, I already know what they're gonna say. Dak is going the blame got to go somewhere, y'all. I mean, we've done it in other organizations. It's just gonna come our way. It's either coming to the head coach or the quarterback. We already know that. It ain't gonna now in our organization is different because they're gonna blame Jerry too. Because Jerry run his mouth. So he gonna get some of it too. But please understand, they're gonna be saying we need better quarterback play. And some of y'all gonna say it. Some of y'all gonna say it. Because some of y'all don't believe in him either. Y'all know he's good, but y'all don't think he's that guy. Y'all don't believe he's that guy. Y'all believe he's a good guy, but y'all don't believe he's that dude. Y'all don't believe it. And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, hey, you got to win. You got to win some games to be that dude. You got to do more than hold up an NFC East championship to be that. I agree with that. I agree. I'm not knocking it, but I'm starting to see some stuff, and I'm just gonna sit back and kind of let it play out. But week one is gonna tell the tale because you're going against a pretty good defense, and it's just gonna be interesting to see how well our receivers play, and that's gonna kind of settle tone. I hope Dak light it up. I hope he do, but it's gonna be interesting to see. Now, tonight, I done veered off. Y'all got me veered off. Tonight, let me who is this on Podbean? Yeah, he left. Okay. I don't know how you Dak is a better athlete, but he's a 2022 version of Danny White. I disagree with you that on Shane because Danny White took us to multiple NFC championship games. I'm just saying. Danny White was at the Danny. Look, since you saying that, let's go to it. 1980. Danny White was a quarterback. We lost to Philadelphia in the NFC championship game. 1981, the catch in San Francisco. That was the NFC championship game. 1982, that was a strike year. I'm not familiar. I think no. 1983, we lost to Washington in the NFC championship game. Danny White been in the NFC championship game, which means he won playoff game. Dak ain't been there. So I can't even say he's on the level of Danny White yet. Come on now, Danny won. Talent wise, he probably is better than Danny White, but Danny White won games. Y'all, some of y'all don't like what I just said. I just said Dak probably is better talent wise than Danny White was, but Danny White won football games. Exactly. So let's not Dak gotta put a few more notches on his belt before we even start comparing him to that. I think I know what you're saying, though, Shane. I think I know what you're saying. He can get us to the point, but he can't get us over the hump. Well, you got to get us to the point first. I know y'all don't like what I'm saying. I'm just speaking the truth, though. Now, let me talk because y'all finna start leaving me in a minute. Because how dare you talk about that? Well, you know. I'm gonna talk about him this year. We got a long way to go before this year season over with. Y'all know me. If he playing horrible, I'm gonna say it. If he playing great, I'm gonna say it. If he playing average, I'm gonna say it. So y'all might well get ready for me. It is what it is. Tonight, the offensive line play. I'm scared of Ball. I'm scared of Ball playing because he's getting beat easily. Offensively, this is what I want to see. I want to see Houston, the wide receiver, and I also want to see TJ Vasher. I want to see TJ Vasher. I don't think TJ Vasher, I mean, maybe some of y'all know what is wrong with TJ Vasher because he's not getting the play that I think he should deserve. And I'm not saying, I'm saying he's a big target. He can catch the ball and he can get behind folks. And I'm trying to figure out why is he not getting time? I mean, is he maybe y'all know. I'm trying to figure it out. He needs to play. I need to see him. I need to see him. Tolbert, I ain't worried about him. I want to see Houston though, because Houston is getting a lot of publicity. But I maybe let me clear it up what I'm saying about Houston. I want to see Houston tonight as the number one receiver. That's what I want to see. I don't even want to see CD Lamb play. If CD play, get live one series. I want to see Houston be the number one receiver tonight. That's what I want to see. I want to see him. I want to see TJ Vasher. That's what I want to see. Defensively, I want to see Kelvin Joseph not only play, and you got to watch the Cowboys. The Cowboys kind of slick. I need to look at it maybe from the other side as well. Maybe they leak that stuff out to motivate him. Because Kelvin Joseph going to play ball tonight because I'm quite sure he has heard what's been going on. And at the same time, Mr. Bland is going to play too because he's heard, and just in case it's true, I got a chance to make this team. I'm going to go ahead and clown a little bit tonight. I want to see Kelvin Joseph and Bland play lights out tonight. Those really my only four. One more person I want to see. I need to see one more person, and that's Will Greer. I don't know if he's playing tonight. I don't know if he's ready, but we ain't seen him, so I don't know how you gonna make this team. I mean, I know Ben DiNucci, probably going back to the practice squad probably. I get that part, but I need to see Will Greer because everybody's saying he need to be the backup quarterback. I mean, I got to see you play. I have to see you play. Okay, that's what I need. I can't go your rep. You ain't got no reputation that you just automatically the number two quarterback. Well, right now that belongs to Cooper Rush, in my opinion, because he's playing. I know y'all don't like Cooper Rush, but you don't like Ben DiNucci either. Come on now. Ben DiNucci, y'all know how I feel about that from last year. It is what it is. Anthony Bishop says, "Who is winning?" I don't. Well, we're not playing yet, Anthony. It comes on at 8 o'clock Central Time tonight. Or excuse me, 9 o'clock Central Time tonight. So we got a little ways to go. This is just kind of me talking before the game started, and I appreciate you popping in, though. Thanks for popping in on me. That's what I want to see. Who you guys want to see real quick? Matter of fact, y'all can come on. Y'all can, the phone line is open. Go ahead. Maybe some of y'all want to call in. Go ahead and call in now. You can do that. 901-654-6853. Let's talk about the game tonight. Let's talk about the game. I don't want to talk about Dak Prescott quite yet. I'm gonna let some of the evidence pile up before I come up with my theory. I don't want to talk about Dak quite yet. Let me see something first. Let me see something first before I get my final judgment on Dak. I need to see at least by week. I'm gonna give him the week 4 and let me see what the Cowboys look like as far as a roster goes, and then I'll be able to kind of say what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna give the Cowboys the opportunity to change my mind on what I think is going on. What's up, Norman guy? Appreciate you popping in, man. All right, call in line is open. Y'all see it on the ticker there, 901 654. No, I'm not going live, Wendy. No, ma'am. I'm not doing that now. 901 654 6853. 901 654 6853. Wendy, I'm not doing no play by play. That's no, 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 no. No, ma'am. I see, y'all not gonna get me like that. Cause see, when the season started, I get a little emotional. And I don't want y'all to see how I really act sometimes. No, no, no. No, man, Wendy, you're not gonna do that to me. No, 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 no. Call in line open real quick. Y'all come on, talk to me and see if there's anything you want to see tonight. I only got about 3 or 4 things that I need to see. Some of you may want to see the whole offensive line play. It's Wendy said, I can't wait. I count on you to be you. Joe says, Joe, by the way, I always appreciate Joe. Joe is listening from the country of Italy right now. So I don't know what time it is over there, but Joe, I always appreciate Joe coming to holler at me. He says, I want to see Dak beat Tampa Bay and Cincinnati back to back before I start judging him. Let me tell you something, Joe. If that happens, the whole narrative about Dak would change immediately if that happens. Chad says Cooper Rush is a solid quarterback. I agree with that. Who did he play for before coming to the Cowboys? Because I'm drawing a blank. He did not play with anybody. He's played with us. It's the only team he's ever known. Shane says, I'm looking forward to seeing the progression of Jabril Cox. Hopefully he plays tonight. He didn't play against Denver. Hopefully he plays tonight, Shane. I don't know if they're keeping him. I don't know. We'll see that tonight. I hope he does play. He needs to play because he was the talk before, Barr and these guys. So it's a reason why they went ahead and got Barr, and it's also a reason why Jabril Cox has been sitting out of practice. Usually take a year to come out of your ACL surgery. Your leg is strong enough to play, but you're not yourself. Plus that type of intensity on your running on your knees, you get sore real quick. You get a little nagging in the knee because it didn't had that type of action. I know about that. I've had an ACL. It takes a little time before you work all those cobwebs out in that knee. If you have Ennis, he's still getting, if I'm not mistaken, I heard he was still getting some swelling in his knee, minor swelling uh, from the surgically repaired knee. I think that's almost kind of natural when you just had an ACL surgery and you back running full speed now, and the body hadn't gotten not used to that. Um, so I don't know if he's gonna play tonight. I don't know. What else y'all guys want to see? What do y'all want to see? What do you want to see tonight? I told you about mine. Tell me about yours. We got a little time. If you want to call in, like I said before, you can call in. If not, we can look at it through the chat box and I'll just comment and roll. What do you guys want to see tonight? I think everybody wants to see the offensive line play tonight. I believe everybody wants to see that. I personally want to see and hope. I know it ain't gonna happen, but I would love to see Khalil Mack and Joey and Bosa play, just so them guys can get some live speed bullets. And if they get beat, they get beat. But look, that's how you learn. That's how you learn. I want to see them guys out there playing. I want to see Derwin James out there for the Chargers, at least for a series or two. I want to see that. I want to see it personally. I want the guys to get all that. Chad says, I'm looking forward to see what former Steelers James Washington do for the Cowboys when he comes back healthy. But that's been the problem, Chad. He always hurt. He was hurt with y'all. Now he hurt with us already. We ain't got the week one yet. So James Washington is another guy who's injury prone already. We'll see him a little bit later down the road, but we ain't gonna see that for a minute. So can't even get excited about him. Period. It's just some players, man, that when you hear them on your team, you just automatically know they're gonna get hurt. I mean, it's almost like Sean Lee. I mean, we knew Sean Lee was gonna get hurt. It's like Tyron Smith now. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You know what I'm saying? You just know it's gonna happen. What's up, Snake? Jake the Snake is in the building. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for popping in on me. It's just some guys, and the Cowboys lately have made a cognizant effort of loading up guys who are injury prone. They sign guys. I mean, let's look. LVE. Come on, man. Sean Lee 2.0, the millennial version. I mean, it's not a matter of when. I mean, it's if, it's when. It's kind of like the Lakers, my Los Angeles Lakers, with Anthony Davis. It's not bad. You know he gonna get hurt. You know he gonna get hurt. It's the same thing with some Tyron Smith. You know, there's probably a betting somewhere. Bet is a betting line probably somewhere that has a bet on Tyron Smith. When is he gonna be injured? And I bet you it's a line somewhere. It's gonna be folks betting on when he gonna get hurt. John said, "Have Tyron Smith ever finished a full season with an injury?" Man, no, I don't think so. If it was very early in his career because he is. God bless him. I mean, when you big like that, your body is just, especially in the leg department and the back department for him, the back and the leg department for him, it is what it is. Now, uh, we made too much of a routine out of signing guys or doing all that just to have the game. They got the name, but they never on the field. You see what I'm saying? And especially when you're depending on these type of guys to stay healthy or predominantly healthy, it makes your season real hard. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Yeah. If you're young, you know, you're not seeing what us older people are seeing. We can see a setup. You see what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that. But people can see when things are being set up. So they don't have to take the blame. They're gonna point all fingers at one or two people. And then they're gonna say, "Hey, you $40 million man. You supposed to be that good. We paid you Mahomes like money. We paid you Aaron Rodgers like money. You supposed to be the guy." Oh, I see this coming. Chad said, "Doug, do you think the Cowboys should try and get Bears Roquan Smith immediately?" Immediately. And if you want to look at it, you don't even worry about this year because Roquan is a difference maker. You get him looking toward next year. Can you imagine, like Prince used to say, dig if you will the picture. Dig if you will this picture. Can you imagine Michael Parsons, Roquan Smith, maybe Cox, or maybe the kid that we drafted this year and that's not going to play this year? He's a dog, though, when he played. Kid from LSU. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine that type of speed at the linebacker position with those three or four guys? Oh, my God. That's why you ought to do that. And yeah, Chad, I would do it immediately. Immediately. He's young. You can grow with him. He's already a Pro Bowl type linebacker. It's a no-brainer to me. I forgot about Barr. Barr still got Barr ain't finna retire. If Barr is what I think he's gonna be, Barr be ready to play next year. I mean, come on now. Some things just make sense. But y'all know in Cowboy land, what makes sense to us, evidently don't make sense to the front office. So it ain't no sense of even getting hype about it. Oh, yeah. Exactly, John. Oh, it's no question. John is absolutely right. You get Roquan and Michael Parsons this year, oh my God. You're a top 5 defense this year. I think I think we got a chance to be minimum a top somewhere between 7 and 9. You get what's up, Keith? Appreciate you, man. You get a Roquan Smith in the building, your defense gonna upgrade. It's no downgrade. It's a total upgrade. You're gonna jump into the top 5 defense. I think Cowboys got a shot, to be honest with you. They got a shot this year to be a top 5 defense. I'm telling y'all, they got a shot. They really do. I can see this it's gonna be plenty of sacks. It's just too much. Between D Law, Dorrance Armstrong, Sam Williams, Basher, Michael Parsons. I mean, that's just the edge. Good Lord. You ain't gonna be able to stop all that. Somebody gonna get to the quarterback. I ain't talking about Osei who gets to the quarterback. Look like Gallimore done lost his mind. He look like he trying to be an all-pro this year. See what I'm saying? I mean, the front seven is gonna be nasty. So when you got a chance to get somebody like a Roquan Smith, it's not hard for me. I mean, but the Cowboys are backwards. The Cowboys don't look at it like that because they value their draft picks. See what I'm saying? Just horrible. Their draft pick is so valuable. The Cowboys would love just to they use all their draft picks, all of them. If they got 4 fourth rounders, they using all of them. Every one of them. The emphasis for our team as an organization is off, last 5-6 years, definitely, is the draft. Like, they ain't giving up no draft picks. They ain't giving you no draft pick for no player. They ain't doing all that. And so I know that's what Chicago will want. The question is, which rounds would it be? And if you telling the Dallas Cowboys that they got to trade away anything from 4th and up, Cowboys hanging up the phone. And I got to admit, I don't blame them. But from 5th on down, we can do that. You want a 5th this year and a 6th next year for Roquan Smith? Here you go. Bam. Because their 5th round pick next year won't equal Roquan Smith's talent. See what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. What else you guys want to see tonight? Game time is slowly but surely approaching us. Tonight, there's a lot of stuff on TV tonight. I mean, the UFC, the middleweight champion, the Nigerian Nightmare fight tonight. Ooh-wee. Football is on tonight. Well, it's supposed to be Adrian Broner fighting tonight, but he done bagged out. I'm tired of him. I'm sick of him, but that's another podcast by itself, you know. It's all lit. But see, I'm tired because I've been up since 2 this morning. Y'all, I've been up since 2 this morning. Don't ask me why, because I'm just wide awake. And I have to preach in the morning. So I'm gonna have to lay down before long. I have to speak tomorrow morning at the church. And I'm gonna have to get some rest eventually. So if y'all don't, y'all not talking to me about tonight, if not, I'm gonna get on out of here. And on Monday, at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'll be back. Obviously, we'll be talking about what we saw from the game on tonight. We'll be talking about that on Monday night at 7 p.m. So hope you guys hang with me. Listen, you see on the ticker there all the ways that you can get connected with this podcast. If you want to support it through Cash App, there it is, the big $, the Big Time Show. The big one is the subscription, which is the Big Time Show 3.supercast.com, which you will be able to support it monthly. Everybody by now should be on my YouTube channel, which is simply the Big Time Show. The Big Time Show. You can make sure you get the right one. Look for the videos. You'll see my face everywhere. Go to the YouTube channel, The Big Time Show, and simply subscribe. Simply subscribe. That's all you have to do. Not gonna cost you anything. Just subscribe to the show. Again, if you want to follow me on Twitter, there it is at Big Time Lou. At Big Time Lou. Twitch, there it is, Big Time _73. I put something out on Twitter the other day, and I done got so much controversy over because I talked about Deshaun Watson and Robert Kraft. And I'll say this, uh, let me preface it because um, Deshaun Watson obviously deserves whatever he gets. There's some things that we don't know that the NFL does know, and obviously it is not good. So there's no sense of everybody speculating and all that kind of stuff because you just don't know. The court of public opinion is just so alive right now that folks don't even have to go to the court. They already guilty. Before they even walk in the courtroom. Everybody knows that the court is done through the media and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying Deshaun Watson does not deserve anything. I'm not saying that at all. He deserves whatever it is that he deserves. And he got also, as you guys know, he got fined $5 million of his money. That's a big one. He's suspended for 11 games, and then he got charged $5 million. But Robert Kraft didn't get $1. Not $1. And most would say, well, the place where he went was a prostitution type thing. So, it wasn't no issue there. But I thought that anybody that tarnishes the brand of the NFL was supposed to be punished. And I thought that the owners, I heard that the owners supposed to be held to a higher standard. He went to court. Robert Kraft bought all the tapes so it couldn't be seen. And he was drinking Mai Tais the next week. Sean Watson had been suspended. Not $1. That was my point. Of course, you already know folks on Twitter will light me up. Some of them was, but a lot of people understood where I was coming from. And some of you may feel the same way, but I'm saying God, Big Ben did the same thing. He got way less games. Ben Roethlisberger. Hello. Sean got 11 games. Good God. See, the pressure of women's groups is what did that also. It is. And hey, it is what it is. I may have to do a whole show on that by itself. Because things just not right. Not to me. All right. All right, I'm done before I get in trouble. Y'all know me. Y'all know I don't mind. Y'all know me. Yeah, hey, it's gonna be the truth over here. Well, at least my opinion over here. All right. Again, those are all the ways you can do it. I'll see you guys Monday at 7 p.m. Monday night, 7 p.m. We're going to talk about the game from the night. Hopefully the Cowboys show up tonight. Hopefully they can translate what they did in practice to the field tonight, because they supposedly, from all I've heard, they kicked the Chargers' butt all through practice, the joint practice this week. So I heard the defense was just lights out. So hopefully, whatever was done during the week of practice, hopefully they can translate it to tonight. And if they do, we'll have something real positive to talk about. If not, if we have all these penalties again, we're gonna have a problem. And you guys know I'm gonna talk about it. So I'll see you guys Monday night, 7 p.m. Where we can do this thing one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. This is the Big Time Show. I forgot to tell them to put their hands together, but hey, y'all doing it. Woo! Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know what to do. Appreciate you hanging with me. What if I did a rap with this? Oh, God. I appreciate it. You might as well stay. You know how we do it. 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 Yeah. You know I got to do it for the original home of the Big Time Show. And Podbean always gonna get a little extra. I mean, why not? This is the Big Time Show. See you on Monday, 7 p.m. I sure hope I'm happy when I come back. I'm out.